Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here, playing some more Warhammer combat cards, and in this video I am going to be introducing the newest Warlord to enter the game for the Aeldari. It is Warlord number 5, Lelith HESPERAX. You can see several bundles available for purchase with cash. There is also a special bundle, a Warlord pack available. I already purchased mine, so it's not showing up, but I believe there's 100 plasma for 2 copies of her. You definitely want to claim that because if you miss this chance, it's only here for a couple days. You may have to potentially wait months before you get another chance to get her. So yeah, definitely get that pack. I got mine. I've got 2 copies of her here, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade her to level 2. She gets plus 12 stats per upgrade, so that's pretty good. She is melee only, at 29 points. Her trait is outflank, and her special rule is very interesting. What it does is whenever one of your units destroys an enemy, it goes back to your hand, and then you can redeploy again at a later turn. It works kind of in the same way as Nemesor Zondrek, who is able to redeploy. Just like Zondrek, that means the traits will also trigger multiple times if it is a trait that occurs when your unit is deployed. There are several of those among the Aeldari, so I've got all of them in this deck that I've built here. Outflank will be very good for constantly debuffing the enemy. So we've got the Crimson Hunter as well as the Scourge. Both of those have outflank. And then we've got Scout, the Warwalker, as a Scout here at level 2. So if this thing destroys a unit, it'll be able to redeploy and then use its Scout ability again. We've also got this guy, Malgan Ra, who has Precision Shot, and then Furious Charge as well. Both of those can also trigger multiple times. And then the Parasite Engine, which has medicae. This is the only Aeldari unit with medicae healing, so this thing, if this is able to destroy an enemy, then it can heal multiple times. That could be very powerful. So it looks like it will be quite fun to use. I've also got this Wraithblade in here with shield. I'm curious to see if the shield will regenerate if it's broken. I'm not sure if we'll be able to see that in battle, but we'll go ahead and test this out. I think that for Lelith, going with a mostly ranged setup would be the best, and then finishing with a strong melee attack. That is the strategy that I'm going with here. And now, my Eldar are actually at a very strong position right now, thanks to the Deathblow avatar build that I've been using. So, we may be up against something pretty strong. We'll see how this works out. This is the first game that I have tried in ranked mode with the new Warlord. Okay, still not entirely sure exactly how to use it. We're up against Boss Zagstruck, who's very strong. So this should be a challenging battle. Alright, they've got their little war boss on the field. And I think I'm going to put down the Crimson Hunter here at the beginning. The enemy does have the initiative, but we're able to debuff their initial attack. We will definitely want to take out this guy, Ed Zappa. Ed Zappa is very strong with the Boss Zagstruck, so I want to get rid of him very quickly. That's a top priority. I put down the Kronos engine earlier than I wanted to. Usually it's best to deploy that when you have 2 other units on the field, but I didn't really have anything showing up, so we're just going to go like this, put down the Scourge, and then the enemy will take the first turn. Unfortunately, I actually kind of made a mistake there because they have Makari on the field who was able to debuff my ranged attack. Okay, so you can see Zagstruck's ability triggering there is this guy. The War Boss was able to get a free attack in there. So our ranged got debuffed. That is not a good start. We're not able to take down Ed Zappa on the first turn. That is unfortunate. But the Crimson Hunter should be able to take him out next turn. I'm debating whether I want to move it over, actually. I guess we'll put down the Warwalker. We'll put down the Warwalker over here. That way we'll be able to scout multiple times. Scout does increase the ranged bar by a decent amount, although their debuff will kind of counter that. At least we'll have a slightly stronger ranged attack next turn. Okay, Ed Zappa dealing quite a bit of damage there. with his psychic attack, but he will no longer be an issue once we destroy him here. Makari, though, is still on the field. That little guy is quite annoying. So you can see there the Warwalker fading into a fog of some sort and going back to my hand. Unfortunately, they got a Stormboy that just deployed, and that is able to make a direct attack on the Crimson Hunter since the lane over there was open. So I've got this guy. Does he have enough damage to take out Makari with the precision shot? I don't think he does. My brain is not able to do math, so we're going to put him down anyway and see what happens. Okay, he did take him out. That is good. Good news. So now he goes back to the hand, but it is the enemy turn, so now I only have 2 units on the field. That's not very good. My Crimson Hunter almost died. My Chronos engine died, which, the Parasite engine, I needed that for the healing, so that actually did not work out very well in my favor. You have to be kind of careful with that, I think. But I think we're still in decent shape. We'll put down the Warwalker. It's going to scout again, increasing our ranged attack. And then we'll put down this guy as well. He has his precision shot fire once again. And the Crimson Hunter, I think it has enough damage to take out that Stormboy. Okay, that's good. So this guy's going to go back. Once he kills that War Boss, the Crimson Hunter will also return to my hand. Which is very good because it was only at 1 health. So I'm able to keep that alive for a later turn. They have 2 units left, including the War Boss. So here comes their big dude with... Yep, that thing killed my Warwalker in 1 hit. That was unfortunate. I think we'll just put down the Witcher. You see, the Warwalker is still taking up a spot, so I'm only actually able to deploy 1 more unit this turn, and it is the enemy turn, so that is going to be pretty painful. I think we'll put down the Wraithblade over here. We got a decent melee attack charged up, thanks to the multiple outflanks, I think. Alright, so the Wraithblade does survive, but it is definitely in no position to be killing anything. I still have 2 bodyguards left. We got the tiny little, the Crimson Hunter with 1 health. We'll put that down, I guess, in the center lane. And then we'll just put this guy over here and pray that it is enough damage to take out Boss Zagstruck. Alright. So, not quite enough. That is unfortunate, but I think we've got him low enough. None of our units will actually be destroyed by the counterattack, so we should be able to finish with a strong melee. So this worked out pretty nicely against a very strong deck. Yeah, all of my bodyguards just got wiped out there. But we do have a melee attack that is... we're going to be attacking with double the damage here. So Lelith currently able to do 44 damage, and that is doubled to 88, able to finish off Zagstruck in 1 swift strike. So, quite a bit of fun to use, I gotta say. It's when I first saw her, I was a little bit skeptical, but I gotta say, the playstyle is pretty fun, especially when you combo it with these traits. And yeah, I'm thinking that the range build is definitely the best way to go, and these units specifically, you could substitute others in. If you don't have the Crimson Hunter, you could use like the Razor Wing Jet Fighter. Yeah, so there are a few different options, but definitely making use of these traits is the way to go with Lelith. Trying to think if I missed anything else. Let me know if you have any questions about how this Warlord works with her special rule. It does, I think, the one minor downside is that it might make the matches take a little bit longer because you have to redeploy your units every time you destroy an enemy, so that is kind of one slight drawback, but it is a pretty fun Warlord to use, so I would definitely recommend picking it up in the shop while it's available. That's all for this one. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.